Dark Souls to me is the lore. I love how just in-depth and sad it is, but I am also a sad person, so finding out that someone else's life is worse than mine is pretty good. And then when you find that one glimmer of hope, the Sun Bros, you just latch onto it, and it's just happy. And I don't know, that's what Dark Souls is to me, is seeing that there is happiness in a very miserable world.
Perfect.
Dark Souls is special to me just because it's the game that's brought the most challenge out of me, that's made me want to fight that next boss, made me want to push further than any other game. It's not one specific way, you know, you play it how you want to play it, you build your character how you want to build it. There's so much development that goes into the game, so much customization, and it's one of the greatest games of all time.
The reason why I like Dark Souls is I like the dark fantasy of it, and I like the way that it's like it's an RPG, and there's like the lore to it is you piece it together yourself rather than have everybody tell it to you. And, like the really interesting characters that they have, it really is like makes it more of like a memorable game, especially like the combat. Combat's a lot better, it's a lot more fluid, especially with Dark Souls 3, the new fast-paced like Bloodborne. It's a pretty good series.
Because it's like the best sense of like stress relief that you could ever have. Like playing PvP against everyone on like PvP Bridge or something, it's just the most satisfying thing when you actually kill these gang of gankers and you just demolish every single one of them and you praise the sun at the end and you watch the host just like cry themselves to sleep.
The reason I love Dark Souls is because it's really a beautiful game. Like the developers put so much into it. Like every monster, every enemy, every boss you face, they have a lot of detail in it that people don't even realize. Even like the background of the game. But like a good example is the undead dragon that you find in the Valley of the Drakes in Dark Souls 1.
Hey, Will, is Jim running around?
It's not just like an undead dragon crawling around, looks dead with bones. There's a lot more to it. It almost looks sad. There's maggots hanging out of it. It looks like it's rotting. It almost looks depressed. Even its movements are real slow. It basically looks like a sad dragon. Like, and if you think about it, all of its comrades are flying around, happy dragons, and here's this undead dragon missing its legs, can't fly, it's stuck on the edge of this cliff doing absolutely nothing. And it just, I don't know, you really look at the undead dragon and it's like, it's kind of sad. Like, that's basically like just the beauty of the game is why I really love the game.
What Dark Souls is special to me is because of the different conversations you can have with different people, just about the different areas you've explored, the different builds you're doing. It's one of the few games you can actually memorize every place that you go. And you can like literally like tell them like, oh, if you turn left here, you're gonna find this weapon, so forth and so on, just like that. But I think like more than that, it's like the lore, it's the weapons. It's one of the few games where if you fudge up, it's on you and not the game itself. Dark Souls has a special place in my heart ever since Demon Souls came out. It's probably the best franchise they're ever gonna make. So.